Today I'm gonna simulate Mario Kart and Hot Wheels by building over 10 courses from the game and testing them with different characters through challenges, stunts, and races. And at the end, I'm going to connect all the courses together to make one giant Mario Kart track. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's begin with the most iconic Mario Kart course, Rainbow Road. I paid $150 for it, and after building it, it's a massive 5-lane course that's made up of all rainbow tracks. It starts with a straight downhill drop that goes through these arches, then there's this bumpy section in the middle, and even some question blocks that can trigger random power-ups. Then at the end is the finish line. For the 5 racers, we have Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, Peach, and Bowser. Comment who you think is gonna win. 3, 2, 1, go. It's gonna be a close one. And Peach takes the W. She just gained so much aura. Next up is Bowser's Castle, and I paid $100 for this track set. And after building it, you got a massive castle where you can park other carts, a mushroom launcher, this turtle, a flag, a bridge, a carlet, a giant red loop. Then after that, there's this interactive feature that triggers this big bullet. This set actually comes with Kamek, but since this is Bowser's Castle, we're gonna test it with him. So to start, you actually pull up to the side of the castle, drop the cart in, then it rolls down to this gate, which you open to release the cart. Next, you press this button to lift the cart up, then it pushes it to the starting line. And now we're ready to start the full course. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh no, bro just got smashed. Let's try it again. Nice. Wait a second, where did Bowser go? Oh no, he's playing that song again. Another popular course is Mario Kart Circuit, and this one cost me $100. And after putting it together, it's a 2-lane raceway with long straightaways, sharp turns, a motorized booster, a giant loop, and a finish line. This set comes with Mario and Yoshi. To start, you hit the mushroom, and it launches the cart forward, and the booster keeps it moving around the track. You can even hit the mushroom again for extra speed, but the main feature is when you press this shell button, which can knock down your opponents. Alright, now let's simulate a race. First to lower their flag wins. We got Mario versus Yoshi. But before the race starts, let's load up the course with some spectators to get the racers hyped. Nice. Comment who you think is gonna win. 3, 2, 1, go. This is gonna be a close one. Anyone can take it. And Yoshi takes the W and hands Mario the L. Bro just ate and left no crumbs. Next, I'm gonna challenge myself to build my own custom Mario Kart tracks. First up is this course where you drive through these green pipes. So I bought some plumbing pipes and wrapped them in green paper to make them look like the ones from the game. And the best thing is a Hot Wheels car fits perfect inside. So you're probably wondering how am I gonna build the course with this? But let me cook real quick. First I built these supports, then I added some orange track to them. Next I placed the pipes on top of each support. Then in between each pipe I added bullet bill, a fire flower, and this plant with sharp teeth. And at the end I added the finish line. Now it makes a perfect downhill track for the car. There's also small jumps in between each pipe where the car can crash. And Mario just pulled up, so let's load him on the track and see if he can complete this course. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go! And guys, this isn't AI. Mario's really built like that. Next up is this desert course with a train you have to dodge. So first I bought some train tracks and built this circle and put a train on it to be the main obstacle for this course. Next I'm going to build the rest of the track. And now the course is complete. I built this big desert course with a moving train. It starts with a big drop, then jumps over the train. Then in the middle section, I added real sand and some mushrooms. Then there's another jump over the tracks. Then you go through a tunnel, and at the end is the finish line. And Luigi just pulled up, so he's gonna test this course. 3, 2, 1, go. Bro just crashed right into the train, and now he landed in the sand. Okay, come on, Luigi, lock in. 3, 2, 1, go. Over the train, one more jump through the tunnel, and he passes the finish line.
Number 1.
Next, I'm gonna build a snow course. First, let's start with some curved pieces and build a spiral track to resemble a mountain. And to support the tracks, I literally stacked up all the toilet paper in my house. I hope I don't have to go to the bathroom soon. Next, I made a frozen lake for the car to slide over and land back on the track. I added a fence around the lake and some green and red shells. Then I added a booster going into this big jump where the car has to land through this ring. Then at the end is the finish line, where I added a fence and some fellow racers to watch. So this course is looking really cool, no pun intended, but it's missing one thing, a snow day. But the only problem is I live in Florida and there's no snow here. So I bought this fake snow on Amazon that can apparently make snow. Let's see if it works. Looks pretty legit. You can even make snowballs. But now let's make it snow all over my table. Nice, that looks way cooler. But now it's time to choose our challenger. And since this course is called Mount Wario, let's see if he can complete it. 3, 2, 1, go. Down the spiral track. Over the frozen lake. Into the booster. Can he make it through the ring? Yes! And he crosses the finish line. That was hype. I didn't know Wario was like that. Next up is this course with giant mushrooms, and I actually made 3 giant mushrooms of my own. First, I built a big drop going into a ramp, then I added 3 giant mushrooms and a landing spot. Then at the end is the finish line. I also added some extra mushrooms and a fence by the finish line with some racers behind it so they don't get hit. And now the course is complete. But before we attempt to jump over all 3 mushrooms, let's start with just one and work our way up. And since this is a mushroom course, Toad is going to attempt this one. And he's literally driving a shoe. Okay, here we go. Let's see if he can clear 1 mushroom. Nice. But now let's level it up to 2 mushrooms. Okay, not bad. And now for the final jump, let's see if he can clear 3 giant mushrooms. But before Toad sends this, I think he needs to take a power up. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go! Bro got more air than Michael Jordan. Next, I'm gonna build this underwater course. First, I bought this clear pipe that a Hot Wheels car can drive through. Next, I used some flex tape to connect 3 pipes together. Then I placed it in this container and added my Hot Wheels track inside the pipe. Then I just added some water to the container. Next, I added some gates around the water. For the next part of the course, I built a place for the car to land after it jumps out of the water. I also added some green pipes and a fence so other racers can watch safely from the distance. I filled this container with water and added a long track going over it. Next, I added a bunch of shells to float in the water. I even added some blue spiky ones. You do not want to crash into one of those. I also added this squid. And finally, the finish line at the end. And now the water course is complete. So the course starts with a big drop that goes underwater through the clear pipes, shoots out here, lands the jump, then drives over the water. And since this is a water course, I thought a turtle would be perfect for this one. Yep, it immediately hid in its shell. Alright, we need a new racer. Peach just pulled up, so she's testing this one. But instead of her normal cart, I upgraded her to this pink supercar with gold interior, with a yellow spoiler to match her hair, and a crown on the back. Okay, Peach, you got this. 3, 2, 1, go! No way. And Peach actually clears it. Next up is this jungle-themed course. So first I built a big drop going into this loop that's covered in vines. Then I added a jump over this piranha plant, and for the next section I added some grass. The car is going to land here, and then it drives directly into a booster, launching the car into this massive ramp. And I want it to clear this big container that has some water and a giant flower floating inside it. But you're probably wondering how the car is going to clear this massive jump. So my plan is for the car to land onto the flower and have it float across to the other side, then drop the car onto this track. And now for the final part of the course, the car will have to crash through all these bananas and cross the finish line. And now this massive jungle course is complete. And since this is a jungle course, how about we use a monkey? No, not you, Diddy. I want Donkey Kong. But where is he? Oh, there he is. If you complete this course, I'll give you a banana. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Down the ramp, through the loop, over the piranha plant, through the booster, up the giant ramp. Can he land on the flower? Yes! Now it floats across to the other side, and it drops Donkey Kong onto the track, and he crashes through the bananas and crosses the finish line. W Donkey Kong. I think bro deserves a banana. Next up is this course that's inside a pinball machine. So first I'm going to start with this purple tunnel. Next I cooked up a zigzag section with 3 different levels, and I connected it to the tunnel. Then I added this wide track at the end with 3 obstacles that you can bump into or dodge. Then the finish line, and some fellow racers. And now the course is complete, but honestly it looks a little mid. So I bought some glow sticks and LED strips to level it up. Now let's add it to the track. Nice. This looks way better. But now it's time to test the track. And since this track is called Waluigi Pinball, it's only right that Waluigi hops on this course. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. First through the tunnel, now into the zigzag sections. Through the glow sticks. And he literally dodged all the obstacles. But since this is a pinball course, let's see if a real pinball can make it through. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go! Next up is this lava course with a volcano. So first we're going to start with an actual volcano track, where you go up the volcano, through a giant loop, and all the way around. You even have to dodge these lava blasts. Then you exit the volcano. Next I'll add a straight track going into a booster that has a massive jump over this big lava pit. And in case you're wondering if this lava is hot, watch this. Next, I'm going to add some more lava with a broken bridge going over it. Then at the end, I'll add some black rocks so the other racers can watch and don't catch on fire. And at the end, I'll add the finish line. And now this giant lava course is complete, and Bowser's going to test it. Let's see if he can complete this course. Starting at the volcano, first you just crank back this launcher, drop Bowser in, and press this to launch him. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Up the volcano, through the loop, around it. Now he escapes the volcano, goes through a booster. Is he going to make the jump? Yes! Now over the bridge, and he clears it. It passes the finish line. That was crazy. But wait, where did Bowser go? He's about to go over the bridge again, but Mario just cut the bridge down. Now we got Dry Bowser. And now for the final track, I'm combining everything into one giant Mario Kart course, starting with Rainbow Road, into the LED tunnel, through a green pipe, over a giant mushroom, jumping over a moving train, through another tunnel, into a booster, up a giant ramp, and jumping through this ring. Then it has to cross the water, go into Bowser's castle, then go over a lava bridge, and pass the finish line. And Mario's gonna test this final course. Let's see if he can complete it. 3, 2, 1, go. Through Rainbow Road, into the tunnel, now through the pipe, over the mushroom, here comes the train, and he clears it. Through another tunnel, into a booster. Can he clear the jump? Yes! Across the water, into Bowser's castle, over the lava bridge, and he crosses the finish line. I wonder if Peach was watching, because Mario just gained so much aura. Comment below what I should do next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.